for you guys who love Luna Classic, then I just want to say to you, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that you subscribe to the content always. Make sure you have your notification bells on, and make sure you leave a comment in these videos because it helps me all of the time. And also make sure that you hit that like button, right? But we're going to check out some news right here, and we're going to figure out what's going on in Luna Classics. And by the way, I want to talk to you guys about how Luna Classic gets to $1. And the question you might be asking yourself right now, like, is this idiot really talking about $1? You goddamn right I am, because there is a strong possibility, and I'm going to show you why that I think that there's going to be a rip to $1. I'm going to show you why I think that's going to happen, even though it's ridiculous at this point. And as a matter of fact, I will tell you this: to get to 5,000, or to get to $1 for right now, to get to $1, that's a 5,000x from where we are. Is that even possible? He asks out loud. No, that's a 5 trillion market cap. That is an improbability for any crypto going to 5 trillion. Maybe Bitcoin. That would be about an 8x from where Bitcoin is right now. That would be that's no, that's not going to happen. Problem with that is that there's a burn process, but Luna Classic has a burn process in it. So, but let's go over the news real quick and we'll see what happens. First of all, Terra Classic price did drop 10% as Do Kwon faces extradition to the US. Now, guys, the crimes, if there are any crimes that were committed in the United States, they were committed in South Korea. Why is the United States involved over here? The United States is paying Montenegro for favors right here, and this is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so crypto gamer, just to, guys, I don't want to off track this, but if you have Luna Classic stuck somewhere, don't worry about it. They're going to be relisted pretty soon. Just have a little patience, and you will be able to get your you'll be able to get your tokens off. The revival is underway. A lot longer than anybody thought, but it is underway, so you're going to be fine. But anyway, price drop of 8% in Luna Classic. Luna was down 5%, but look. Here's the thing: this criminal enterprise called the United States of America and the SEC, they're trying to assert their will. Now, Do Kwon did file an appeal, and he's looking to be extradited to South Korea. You know, where he lived and where the crimes were, alleged crimes, by the way. So now the other thing is, if you look at William Chen, who was also a partner with Do Kwon, he was like, it's actually better if you get tried, because it's probably a more fair system than the system that is in South Korea. But that goes against what Do Kwon wants, which is to go back to South Korea and be tried in his homeland. Because here's the thing: he thinks that he's right. He thinks that he is the victim here, and the reason that he was fleeing to begin with was because he understood that there were, first, death threats, and number two, he couldn't fix it, and number three, he figured that the South Korean execution hit squad group, the black robe crazies that go door to door that they talk about all the time, that those guys were coming for him to judge him. He didn't want to be judged until all the facts were present. Well, now we're getting the facts. We're getting that Jump Crypto aided and abetted Citadel Securities. We know that these criminals were out here doing this. So what's going to happen next? I don't know, but I certainly would say that whatever happens is going to be. What is going on, everybody? It is bull run season. The perfect time to increase your portfolio and the amount of crypto you're hodling with Cryptonomy's staking, and this is an ideal place for it. With Cryptonomy, you can use the exchange at any time and fix the value of your assets in stablecoins or other assets without any fees. Assets in fixed staking or launch pools serve as collateral, can be quickly converted to USDT or other currency if you need it. And you can contact support just in case you need that for quick assistance. And it's an excellent time for the launch pool, as the main profit comes from the token price growth. Now, you've seen me do this, and I'm going to show you what my earnings have been so far with the launch pool. Fantastic. And I'm going to show you a little bit about the flexible. Cryptonomy fulfills commitments faster than 1 year, with an average contract duration of 4 to 6 months. The best offer in the last 2 to 3 years due to the current market growth. So let me show you guys real quick what I'm talking about right here. This, as you can see on the screen, is my assets, and we're going to look right here. Details on my Tether. So far, I've accrued interest of $64 off of $4,345 that I put in there. By the way, some of your cryptos aren't even as well. XRP, 57 XRP I've accrued. Ethereum, 0.024 Ethereum, not insignificant, I don't think. 0.002 Bitcoin, and I put in a couple of stakes here on Bitcoin. So just for clarity's sake here, 0.003 Bitcoin. We've got about 0.01 Bitcoin right now. I want to say that's roughly $300-400 for that right now. But the big thing is the launch pool. I'm going to show you the launch pool right here. My accrued interest. I went into the bronze package, and if you remember, we did this a couple of days ago, and I'll show you real quick what we picked here. We had gone into the bronze package, which is basically investing across the board on all new launches. We did this a little over a week ago. So we got in on Chain Flip, which was a 2x. We got Friend, which was a 5x. We got Earn, which was an 8x. And we had Heim, which was about a 1.09x. Now, what was my total profit off of this? Just staking this, $7,904 USD. So guys, check out Cryptonomy Finance today. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right. Absolutely fascinating. Now, when you look at the Luna Classic chart, I want to point out that what you're seeing is right now, you're seeing a line developing, and it's a resistance right here. And in fact, if you pull it up here, you could make it that this is a longer trend of downside movement. Now there's a little bit of a wick over the top because sometimes we get a little excited, but if I posit right here that this is what's happening, then you got the blow off here, then you've got the retest right here, but still downward momentum, then you got another retest right here, again downward momentum, then you have this little breakout that we had right here, again downward momentum, then you've got this right here, downward momentum. Now yesterday I told you guys that I expected more downside down to 17,910. Well, let me also say that if that, like, if what I'm seeing play out is playing out, and that is that we are looking at this retest on the 38 line over and over and over again. And if you're not following me on that, I apologize. But if you can see this green line right here, we keep testing this line and bouncing off of it, and testing the line and bouncing off of it. Well, that is a descending wedge pattern, which means that the price is getting lower, but the buyers are stepping in right here. Well, the buyers are going to get worn out here because now there has to be a breakout, and there has to be either a breakout or a breakdown. And the most likely play out for this position is a break to this number right here, and then a retest of that line. But there needs to be some kind of news in order for that to happen, to break towards that upside. Now, that does not mean that I'm right, by the way. I'm just lying to you, and I'm just telling you something that's funny, because it's an ad when I say I'm always right. What I do think could happen, and if it does, we bounce up here, but we've got to use this as support at least one time. This 200 SMA is coming down, so it would be kind of like this, and then we have a breakout. And if we do have a breakout like that, then yes, the rally's back on. We're up to 23, and then I would say that we're probably up to 28. Beyond 28, guys, it would be wildly speculative in the short term to say that there's anything more than that that's going to happen over there. So that's what I think is going to happen with Luna Classic. I think we're going to dip down to 17,910, and then I think we're going to start having a reversal again, and we're going to start ripping back upwards. And I might also add that there is a breakout happening right now. I don't know if it will continue, by the way, but USTC was having another rip to the upside last couple of days, and it down here to 4.2 cents, and then it ripped right back up to 4.7. So there are people that are still out here. And remember, BitMEX, Binance, there's a lot of derivatives being traded right now on USTC, keeping the interest very, very high. So I do think that this is just the start of a much larger recovery. Now, for Luna Classic, there are no new governance proposals, and the rejection here is on that Echo. We're not going to do that. We're not going to turn it into a gas token. But over here, something to point out. Luna Classic still has $465 million in volume still trading. This is an incredible level of interest that maintains itself in Luna Classic. Now, here's the thing. You don't need volume to go up or down, okay? Or let me rephrase that. You don't need, you need volume to go up or down, volume to trade sideways. But we're 465 million at this point, kind of trading sideways, if you will. And if that's the case, then what exactly is going on right there? And what's going on right there is I think that we're about to explode again. I think that there's a lot of upside getting ready to happen. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm always right.